Hello everyone, this is Nixe giving you another black and white battle. Today I have a battle against Sozaku from Gaia Online. If I mispronounce that in any way, please leave a comment down on how to pronounce and whatnot. But anywho, let's get on with the match. Today she wanted to battle my gym team on Gaia Online, my orange theme team that I made a while back. Yes, I know that Bulbapedia does not have a orange typed coloring, but I don't care, and I'm just gonna make an orange team. So yeah. Anywho, she's gonna lead off with her cloister, getting up 2 layers of spikes, toxic spikes, as my Heatran goes and subs up for lots of fun reasons. As she does leave the field with 2 layers of spikes up, as I'm just gonna go for another lava plume, as not a lot of my Pokemon on my team is very susceptible to toxic spikes, so yeah. So this Rotom Heat is gonna be somewhat of a pain, because I'm pretty much thinking this is a very bulky set of a Rotom Heat. So I am going to send in my Raichu, just trying to predict the Volt Switch in case if needed be, but wasn't gonna stay in because it was like, nah, I don't want to take a Volt Switch, but maybe Raichu does. But it turns out that she doesn't go for the Volt Switch and just locks herself into I believe HP Ice for something, I don't know, for probably Landorus, I guess. But I do get a nasty plot up, but it's futile, and I can't really do anything, so I'm just going to fire off a +2 Thunderbolt at this Rotom Heat. As now I send in my Rotom Wash to dose that Heat and Toaster. As I do go for a Will-O-Wisp on the Hydreigon switch, and seeing that this Hydreigon's in here, I'm going to be like, nah, I'm just going to stay in. Not thinking, I'm pretty sure that Rotom can survive anything that comes its way from this Hydreigon. So, I'm just gonna go for a Pain Split just to get some life damage off of it. Then gonna switch out into my Scrafty, and in a bit you will see a partially of a Stalwart of some sort. But she does go for the Calm Mind, boosting herself up to +1 in attack and special attack and special defense, as I go for a bulk up, knowing that I can live at least 1 focus blast if it hits. But thankfully for her, it does hit with the 75% chance, as it does bring down my Scrafty to 22 HP, as leftovers brings it up back to 42. As I go for a +1 crunch, it doesn't do enough to kill, but yeah. And then she hits her second focus miss. I'm like, great. This is very great. I lose my Scrafty, which I love so much. And if I think I didn't catch it, but Scrafty came into toxic spikes and all that, and and then got the first turn Shed Skin. As I now then send in my Landorus to U-turn and just finish off this freaking slime ball thing. Anywho, gonna switch into my Rotom Wash, knowing that this Scrafty, it might be a Moxie set, so I'm just gonna burn it. But I do see a Dragon Tail, so I'm pretty much thinking that it is a Shed Skin. So this might be bad, because then her survivability will be high, very, very high, as she goes for the Dragon Tail and swings me over to Heatran, and then her Shed Skin activates. So leaving her at the neutral attack that she was before, I'm just gonna see what kind of set she is. Probably the more bulkier set, not the high jump kick, rather, since it was Dragon Tail that I saw. So she does have the Drain Punch. I'm gonna act accordingly and switch out into my Chandelure. I mean, only counter to, I believe, fighting types, I believe. Oh, either that or Landorus, but I don't want to switch in Landorus to take it takes that much damage. So just gonna switch in my Chandelure so that it can basically wall this Scrafty to no ends, other than Dragon Tail and just phase me out. But I am going to go for a Overheat, Max, Special Attack, Modest, but this is Scarfed, so it does decent damage to this Hydreigon, so I'm like, woo! But I am going to switch out since I am locked into Overheat, and now at -2, so that's not great for my Chandelure, as well as up against a Hydreigon that's a Dark type, so that's not really a good idea either, because it does carry that Dark Pulse that I just saw right now, and switch into my Heatran to resist and stay in and whatnot. But now here comes the Stall War, woo, as I go for a sub, and fast forward time, go. As you see here that the Scrafty is now just going to sit there and just be very, very annoying as I go for a Torment so that it won't Drain Punch me repeatedly, even though Drain Punching repeatedly would be nice, but I mean, whatever. Could have just alternated between Protect and Substitute. As you guys haven't noticed, that this is a 4th gen set Heatran, my Tormentran, which is nice to carry around, but I mean, then again, people are aggravated a lot by it because it is quite annoying. I mean, once you get off a Torment, I mean, usually they don't have 2 moves that are super effective against Heatran. Usually it's either like Earthquake or something else. I mean, it's not both, other than maybe it might be like a Sock, I don't know, with freaking Close Combat and Earthquake. I mean, yeah, that's a scenario that I wouldn't want to lock myself into with Heatran. But in this particular case, it is going to be a Heatran versus a phasing Scrafty with Drain Punch. So it's more manageable because then I can just play mind games with her, seeing if one, I might either protect on the Drain Punch, or she wants to bulk up and just set up in my face. But I am doing residual damage to her, and this bulk up is going to matter because it knocks her down to a very low amount of health, but her Shed Skin activates, so that extra damage would have helped because this Lava Plume came so much closer to killing it if it were to take damage on that turn that it got Shed Skin off. Because now it has Rest, so I'm like, well, this is just great. I'm stuck here with a Shed Skin sleeping phasing Scrafty with Drain Punch. I'm like, with Bulk Up. Oh my gosh, this is so aggravating because all these stuff happening, and it gets the the early second turn wake, not the late second turn wake, where it would completely just miss that turn. But I do get a sub up and just shenanigans and whatnot. But I think I went for a Lava Plume that turn. Yeah, it's going so fast I can't even see everything. Oh my gosh. So I'm just gonna continuously be annoying and sub as she goes for a Dragon Tail, trying to predict the Protect that I was gonna go for. But I do get that sub up so that I am safe for another turn of that Drain Punch, as I go for double Lava Plumes this turn, not getting a burn at all for some gosh reason, I don't know, but it is gonna leave her at the near bare minimum of 50% of HP, as Leftovers brings it back up to over half. But she does Dragon Tail me out into Landorus as I go for a U-turn, not going for anything else because not sure if it's gonna kill, because she does have like +3 in defenses. I'm like, really? That's just great. So I'm just gonna send in my Chandelure, just hoping that she doesn't go for like Dragon Tail over and over again. So she doesn't, and goes for the Drain Punch, as it misses, and yeah, all that shenanigans. If it was High Jump Kick, it would have been so much better and so easier to take it down. But she does get the Dragon Tail off and leave me at a low amount of health on Chandelure, so that's but it does leave this Scrafty to be forced out to switch in that case. So I'm just gonna go for a safe Thunderbolt. I didn't remember that she had this Tangrowth in the wings, so I'm like, ugh! And this Tangrowth was very annoying as well on her part as well. So I'm just gonna send in my Heatran, I'm just trying to take in like grass moves and whatnot. But no, apparently she has sleep powder, so I'm like, well, this is just great. Just a whole bunch of things. So I'm just gonna switch back out into my Landorus, knowing that sure I might be able to take a Power Whip, but I'm like, maybe some stuff. But she's just gonna go for the safe Leech Seed, just Leeching Seed on my freaking Landorus as I go for an HP Ice, trying to see if she wants to stay in. I don't know, but apparently I catch the HP Ice on the Cloyster. As I kind of see this, I almost thought that she was gonna go for an Ice Shark, but I stayed in just in case she was that weird shell smashing focus sash that a lot of people sometimes enjoy to run on Gaia. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stay in and just Stone Edge that thing so it can die, and just, yeah. So down goes the Cloyster. Thank God I didn't go for a Shell Smash, or else it would have swept everything on my team. But now knowing that this Hydreigon is Choice Scarf due to being faster than my Landorus, so now it's at -2. I'm gonna send in my Rotom, which is I think my special ball. But at -2 and all that, and it's not Scarf, so it's I did a damage calc. It's not even it wouldn't even do like barely half. It wouldn't even do that much. But she is gonna seed me here just to get some damage and just be annoying. I don't know. She could have went for the Power Whip, but apparently later on she does have the Giga Drain, which she doesn't go in here because I don't know. She predicts my Heatran coming in randomly and goes for the Earthquake. Thankfully it doesn't kill, but I mean really it doesn't really matter because I'm asleep and I'm stuck with that one turn of guaranteed sleep when I switch back in. So I'm like, ugh. But she is gonna overpredict and go for the Giga Drain, thinking that I'm gonna switch out. But I mean, really, what's there to switch out to other than Rotom? I mean, really, if I can't wake up with this Heatran, I mean, why bother? It's no point. So she does go and finish me off with the last and final Earthquake that this Heatran will ever see. But good job, Heatran. You did all that work with that tormenting, that godforsaken Scrafty. Alright. So, I'm just going to send in my Will-O-Wisp, trying to scare this out with a Overheat, but I am not going to go for the Overheat, doing a damage calc during the match. As I go for the Shadow Ball, it does a decent amount of damage to this Rotom. Oh no, it will do a decent amount to the Tangrowth if it was at that range of health. But no, I forgot that this thing also had Regenerator. I'm like, shoot. So if I use Shadow Ball here, it's going to be a 2-hit KO because it's not going to kill from here. So, great. More annoyingness from this Tangrowth. So, Tangrowth, you are just a beast, and I hate you. But she does have one more Pokemon left, which is that Scrafty. So I'm like, okay, this Thunderbolt, let's go. And I totally forgot that she had this Scrafty. I'm like, ugh, it's Regenerator shenanigans everywhere. And yeah, so I am gonna finish off that Scrafty with that Thunderbolt, and now I have to rely on Hydro Pumps, and Hydro Pumps tend to miss with me, so that does at least enough damage to kill even after this Giga Drain. So I'm like, okay, but it was also at that same range of health where I did a calc with Thunderbolt where I wasn't sure if it was gonna kill or not, but yeah, I go for the Hydro Pump on the safe side so that I can kill, and apparently I do hit, and that's a good game. Good game, Suzu. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy. Like, rate, comment, subscribe. Laters.